Last episode, I told you about what Plato actually wrote. An island larger than 2 continents, concentric rings of land and water, beyond the Pillars of Hercules, destroyed around 9,600 years ago. I told you the answer was sitting right on the surface of the earth, and nobody wants to look at it. Here it is. In northwestern Mauritania, in the middle of the Sahara Desert, there's a formation so massive, it's only fully visible from space. NASA astronauts use it as a landmark. Concentric rings of rock, perfectly circular, sitting in the middle of North Africa, just south of the Strait of Gibraltar. It's called the Richat structure, also known as the Eye of the Sahara. Here's where it gets heavy. Plato described Atlantis as a central island, surrounded by concentric rings of alternating water and land. The Richat structure is a central plateau, surrounded by concentric rings. Plato gave Atlantis a diameter of approximately 23 kilometers. The inner ring of the Richat structure measures approximately the same. That's not a coincidence, that's a match. Plato said the walls of Atlantis were built from white, black, and red stone. The Richat structure and the buildings from the surrounding town are built with white, black, and red stone. Plato described an abundance of elephants on Atlantis. The African elephant is documented to have lived in Mauritania. They're gone now, but they were there. Plato said freshwater springs flowed from the central island. Fresh water still exists between the center of the Richat structure, while the surrounding rings contain salt deposits. Salt. In the middle of a desert, consistent with an ancient seabed. Carbon dating of sediments found at the site placed most deposits between 8,000 and 15,000 BC, putting Plato's date almost directly in the middle of that window. Here's the official answer. Geologists say the Richat structure is a naturally eroded dome, 100 million years old. Nothing to do with humans. No evidence of habitation. Here's my question. Has anyone actually excavated it? Seriously excavated it? The answer is no. The same way nobody's ever seriously excavated the underwater structures off of Japan, or the submerged ruins off the coast of India, or the anomalies beneath the ice in Antarctica. We keep finding things that fit descriptions and keep deciding not to look closer. Plato's source was Egyptian priest who carved the account into pillars in a civilization known for preserving knowledge across thousands of years. The same civilization that had maps that we couldn't explain. The same civilization connected to the chain we traced all the way back to episode 1. Atlantis isn't a myth invented by a philosopher. It's a memory preserved by people who were there, or close enough to there to know. And the Eye of the Sahara is the best physical candidate we ever found, sitting in plain sight. In the middle of Africa, waiting for someone to actually look. Let me know what you think in the comments. Are you aware yet?